Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how to recreate this look, just keep on watching. As my primer, I'm going to be using the Lorac behind the scenes one, and I'm also going to use Painterly as my base, and I'm going to be using this quad by L'Oreal, and I'm going to take the second to lightest shade and I'm going to apply that on my crease, and I'm applying this just to give my crease a little bit more of a transition, and I'm just applying a little bit. You guys cannot really see it, but it helps to apply a slightly darker shade on your crease. And then I'm going to mix those two eyeshadows together, and I'm going to apply that on my outer B and on my crease. I wanted a straight line on my outer corner, so what I did is to put these on the edge of the container, and I placed it from the end of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, and this will help me get a really straight line. And I'm also going to be using this palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be mixing those two eyeshadows, Milky Way and Cosmic or something like that, and I'm going to be applying those two shades, but I sprayed a little bit of makeup setting spray on my brush, and I'm just applying that, and I did that just to get a really pigmented color. And then I'm going from the same palette, I'm going to be mixing those two eyeshadows, and it's Jupiter and Venus, I think. And I'm going to be placing that between the brown eyeshadow and the purplish eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be applying that. And don't worry that it looks messy right now. I'm going to blend it out and it will come up really beautiful. So I'm just blending a little bit the eyeshadows together, and right now I'm just applying a little bit more of the um, purple eyeshadows that I applied before. Then I'm going to apply the same eyeshadows that I applied in the center of my eye, and I'm just placing that above the brown eyeshadow that I applied. And right, I'm just applying a little bit, and then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm going to blend it out. Then I'm going to take the lightest shade from this quad, and I'm going to apply that as my brow bone highlight, and I'm going to try to blend the two eyeshadows together so everything seems seamless. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the two eyeshadows, and I'm going to darken a little bit more my crease. And with a pencil brush, I'm going to take the same two eyeshadows and I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line. I'm going to be using the two mascaras that I always use, and I'm also going to use the eyeliner that it's my favorite right now. And yeah, and then I'm going to highlight my inner corner, and I'm going to use this shimmery eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corner. And then I'm going to take those two eyeshadows again, and I'm going to apply a little bit on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to be using these two pencils, and I'm going to be using the black one to align my upper lash line, and the creamy one, I'm going to be using that on my lower lash line. And after that, I'm going to apply a little bit more of my mascara. And that is how the eyes look. And now I'm going to move on to my face, and as my bronzer I'm going to be using the NYC bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my face, and I'm going to be applying that on my cheekbones, on my jawline, underneath my bottom lip, and I'm also going to apply a little bit on my forehead. And as my blush, I'm going to be using this palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be mixing those two blushes. And yeah, I'm just going to apply a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. And I really like this combination because the colors, it looks so natural and beautiful, and that's why I love it. And as my highlight, I'm going to be using this one by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to be applying a little bit on top of my cheekbones and a little bit on my nose, well, on the bridge of my nose. And after that, I'm going to take a stippling brush and I'm going to blend everything together. And on my lips, I'm going to be using this one by Baby Lips and this lip gloss. And I'm just applying a little bit of the Baby Lips. And yeah, I'm applying that because I really like the color that it gives to my lips. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit. And on top of that, I'm going to apply the lip gloss. And yeah, and that's the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.